Oh yeah, everybody. What's good?
What's up, y'all?
NFL week 12 is kind of continuing because they still don't have a idea what they're gonna do with a certain game, but that's neither here nor there. Uh what up, E?
Not a mucho. So listen, are they going to? I know that the Ravens were allowed to practice. Did they have any positives today?
We hadn't heard. I don't think we're gonna hear about any more positives from them. They're gonna play this football game.
Hmm.
Regardless. This is the interesting thing about this. Talking to one of my peeps today, and it's just amazing because this game kind of has playoff implications. That's why
Yeah,
this game is going to be played. But if the Denver Broncos were in the playoff hunt, they wouldn't they wouldn't have had to play that game without their quarterback.
they could.
But that's neither
There's
here
no
nor there.
way. There's no way
That's
they could play without their quarterback. I
yeah.
mean, it's totally not fair. It's ridiculous that the NFL has decided to do that. But I understand, just like you've always said, the money, the money, the money, the money, the money. So
All the
yeah,
time. And what's funny, I on Twitter, everybody listen. I tweet something. Understand, I'm not just tweeting it. I'm talking to people.
right.
I don't just willy-nilly tweet. And while y'all going on about they should have followed protocol, this and that, y'all do know the NFL did allow the Denver Broncos to practice on Tuesday, Wednesday. So get all your stuff together before y'all be all out here running your yip yap. He telling y'all, lead this to man. I do
Yeah.
this for real.
And it's a shame that they did allow them to do that, and then to turn around to bend backwards for the Ravens and Pittsburgh. It's still
Yeah.
the Lamar, so I guess they feel like they didn't do a whole bunch, but like you said, it's playoff implications in this game, so it's gonna get played.
Yeah, it's going to get played, but hey, I'm not even finna go back and forth with people about that sorry junk there. So E, where we start, let's roll.
Of course, we start. Well, we always start. We start on Thursday
Hmm.
night. Thanksgiving. I hope y'all had a great Thanksgiving. It was different, but hey, we got it done. Next year will be better. So totally got this one wrong. The Thursday night. Hold on, I'm on the wrong one. Thursday, week 12.
Would be Thanksgiving.
Yeah, exactly. I
Yeah.
don't know why it's so many games. It was so many games that are thrown all around that the
Right.
NFL
Right.
list here. It's crazy. So hey, let's go to that first game. Texas and the Lions. Look at here. Look at here. Look at here. Okay, I don't know why this did that. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, okay, cool. So we will go to the Texas and Lions game. Crazy game. Crazy game. Especially since your boy that is played in the game is not going to be playing any more games. What is up with Will Fuller?
young Will Fuller.
That's crazy. That's crazy. But we knew this was going to come out this way. I don't know what's going to, of course, Matt Patricia ends up getting fired after this game. But
Yeah.
I don't know what's going to happen in Detroit. They give Matt Stafford all the money. It just seems like they're just discombobulated. Like they can run the ball, but they don't run the ball. Of course, they didn't have Swift this week, and Stafford has been hurt with some crazy injuries, a crazy injury this year. So it's just really interesting to me how they what they're going to do with this team. So once again, it was something that we all expected. Everything happened the way it was supposed to happen. That Texas was supposed to kick their butts,
Yeah.
and they
Yeah.
did.
Um, everybody know how much love I have for number 4 in Houston. Guys, are absolute dog. You hate that Will Fuller is in this situation now. You already take away D Hop, and now this guy was having a excellent season. I like the comment you made yesterday about he hadn't been on IR yet, but now we know why. But I mean,
Right, right.
the guy was already 1,000 yards receiving. He was having a very monster year, and nobody has ever questioned Will Fuller's talent because when he's
No,
healthy, he's playing, he can
right.
just absolutely blow the top off of defense. Um, the thing about the Detroit Lions, and we're starting to hear so much stuff come out now that Patricia's gone. I mean, we all knew that he was just a terrible human being.
Right.
Everybody everybody who's left the organization has basically thrown this guy under the bus. You know, maybe Bill Belichick will bring him back home and let him rehab his reputation and everything. But the Patriot entitlement, listen, we know that wasn't none of your coaching. That's Bill.
You know, just his whole idea of just smelling himself like, I have come from the ultimate of the coaching, and I can be Bill in Detroit.
Right.
Right.
Nah. That has worked for nobody. And you know, I think Detroit, when we just look at Detroit, now they have to make a decision. Well, I mean, is this going to be it for Matt Stafford? Is it time to rebuild? Like you said earlier, we've given him everything. It's just something about their organization. Barry walked away. Calvin walked away. I mean, it's just not the structure of this organization. And I think when you look at how they did Jim Caldwell, who every player in that locker room talked about how he established culture. And again, he got fired after winning season. The Detroit Lions act like they got multiple Super Bowls out here in these streets, and they don't.
After winning when they hadn't won in forever.
Right.
Yeah,
so you know, you just kind of it's just strange that you replace a very highly respected guy for a guy who kind of you looked at, well, okay, he's coming from New England. But guys who've come from New England, they hadn't done well, you know, at all. And again, we know
it's not like it's just it. Right, and it's just not like it's just gonna be this automatic that you come from New England and that you are just successful. You
will not be a Belichick.
You gotta really.
Yeah, so
right,
you know,
right, you know. So I mean, you know, so that between that and figuring out what's going on with this whole thing, Will Fuller and the other dude on the team. Who else? Somebody else on the team that
it was another guy. And listen, there's no excuse for these guys. If you have a question about it, you have all of these medical staff people. You show them what the stuff is, and then they will tell you yay or nay on if you can put it inside your body. And these guys know. Come on, guys, stop. Like really stop that. So I don't feel bad for a young Will Fuller, because again, you just know you got to know better. So
it's just like you said, you know, and if you don't know, you better ask somebody.
Right. I want to answer Lisa's question real quick. She was like, "What is the NFL threshold for COVID-19 cases to pause? This recent outbreak seems like a lot." Lisa, Marlon kind of said it earlier, and me and Marlon kind of had this conversation during the summertime. Checks have been cashed. Things have been booked. These billionaire owners and, you know, the league office, they just always feel like that we have so many different plans in place. And listen, they're never going to tell us, but you know, I know they do have a contingency where they have room to move the Super Bowl back almost late February, maybe March if they have to. They also are looking at, hey, if we do have to shut it down, we're going to take X number of playoff teams and we're going to still have a playoff. I think they're still kind of wondering, can they experiment with a bubble type deal? They have some of those plans on the table, but they are about owners and the office. They are about, hey, continuing to cash these checks. We got sponsors who paid their money. We've done all of these things inside the stadiums to get the airtime. Well, not some of the airtime, but the all of the advertising that everybody's been doing in all of these stadiums. So listen, the NFL gonna play. They're gonna play the season out, and they're gonna have a Super Bowl.
Yeah,
we don't know when it's gonna play out, but they
I agree. It is going to be. I mean, don't be surprised. You saw it this week. I mean, we got another Tuesday game next week or Wednesday game next week because of what's happened this week as far as the Pittsburgh Ravens game, because they've got to push those games out some more with those games. So don't be surprised. You know, Lisa, you know, the NFL decided to close all facilities today yesterday and today from people coming back from Thanksgiving. So
Yeah.
the testing they're ramping the testing up, which is kind of crazy because I thought they had already done that. Well, what everybody was getting tested every day.
Yeah.
So supposedly everybody is getting tested every day, and they are doing the turnaround. They want the turnaround to be better so they can get a better handle on contact tracing. That's the deal. You have a coach with one of those teams who decided that he was having symptoms, but it's just cold. I ain't gonna tell nobody.
Yeah. Yeah. And the two, and this is something that's why you're starting to see the players wear masks more on the sideline. They basically issued out a mandate. They're telling the guys, listen, if you bring COVID into the facility, we're taking game checks. A lot of these guys think they Superman.
Yep.
One of the things that you talked about, me and you argue back and forth. I'm not crazy, but I always try to defend the guys. But I mean, you got to do the right thing.
Yep.
And when you talk about guys who pretty much go through life with nobody telling them no, they just kind of feel like these guys think they're undefeated. Man, I can't get that. And even if I get it, I'm so strong and I'm in such excellent health, I can fight it off.
Right. I'm gonna be all right.
But they're not thinking about everybody else in the organization, and that is the problem. So we'll see. We'll see, Lisa. But it's always about the money. Always about the money.
Yeah, it is, and like I said, I really think that this week is going to be telling. The next 2 weeks is going to be telling how well that works. If people did have contact during Thanksgiving, that's why they close the facilities, to try to get a handle on that and bring everybody back in and test them and see what's going on. So we'll see what happens with that. But I think regardless, like Maceo said, they're going to get this season done, whether or not they have to pause and do a bubble for the playoffs, which is, I think, going to be the smartest thing that they could possibly do, is do a bubble for the playoffs, just because it's getting colder and it's getting to the point where a lot of teams that were having fans are not having fans anymore because of blowing up. So it'll be interesting to see how that whole thing pans out. But I think that's what's going to happen personally. That is going to be something that they're going to have to do. But anyway, so moving on. That was that final score of that terrible Lions loss was 45-20, 41.
But let's go and get the other terrible game out the way. Let's go and get it out the way.
Dude, what had happened?
Bad.
How you gonna lose to a team with no name?
Bad football team. Listen, you've heard me say this week in, week out, and it's worse when you go back and watch the all 22. This is a team that gives little to no effort. This is a bad football team. You've essentially taken your big play receiver and Michael Gallup. You've basically taking them out the offense. Like, Andy Dalton cannot see the field well. Ezekiel Elliott, where he ran the ball hard early. Listen, this is why I didn't want to give Zeke that kind of money.
Yeah. Zeke had 10 carries for 30 yards.
Yeah, I mean, and he had an 8-yard run. He had like 11-yard run. So everything else was just like, him running to the back of the line. Again, they started out the game like maybe the first series you lost 2 more offensive linemen. This is just a bad football team. Mike McCarthy is not a good coach. And again, it continues to show the ineptitude of Jerry Jones running the organization. And listen, keep losing because you're going to end up being in the top 3 and you're going to be able to get Justin Fields or Trevor Lawrence. So, I mean, keep losing.
Even if you get Justin Fields or Trevor Lawrence, you still have Jerry Jones.
You're right. But at least
you still have Jerry. And because you still have Jerry, because you still have Jerry, the Cowboys are not going to be, unless you have Jerry and a coach that can tell Jerry, go up there, sit down somewhere, and shut up.
Jerry don't want that, and that's sad. And again, I'm going to always refer you guys back to All or Nothing. Until you watch All or Nothing, Yeah, you can't understand the awful mindset of one Jerry Jones. But listen, this is a bad football team. Alex Smith and company. It's crazy that Terry McLaurin play on that interception, re-energized the team. The effort that he showed, it just it set the Redskins up for success for the rest of the night. And
They're the Washington football team.
oh, my bad. Yeah. The Washington football team. Yeah. And listen, everybody, they're thinking about really keeping that name. They like that. And in a bad NFC East, everybody's still in contention. Marinate on that. And they will host
Marinate on
the
that.
first round playoff game on top of that. So
We'll host. We'll host. We'll host a playoff
we'll
game.
host. It's gonna be a 10-6, 11-5 team traveling to go play an NFC East team in the first round of the playoffs.
Oh yeah, I don't know if it's gonna be you guys though, but
No, it ain't gonna no. We in the running for Trevor Lawrence or Justin Fields, and I'm excited because I'm gonna finally get to buy another jersey. Because I'm gonna get one of those jerseys. I'm gonna put my strike aside to get one of those jerseys. So yeah.
You know, and to be fair, we know that this wasn't supposed to be Andy Dalton's team or whatever the case may be. But before,
season was over with that. I told you all that.
Right, but even with that, even with Ewok with all his money and flat lips, I mean, he still was not. They still weren't doing things that made sense for this team to be successful. So, you know, 41-16 was the final score in that game. I was cooking. I was frying my turkey, so I kept going like, wait, what? Couldn't believe it. But you know.
Yeah.
And so that game, the Ravens and Steelers supposed to be played Thursday, but we know we didn't get that game. So anyway, moving on, we will head into Sunday. And the Dolphins, y'all, the fans, all they do is keep winning. He got 45-pound plates on his back. Man, that's that Chick-fil-A. I told you, Zeke buy all his Chick-fil-A on Saturday. Because he be hungry on Sunday. And he be hungry on Sunday, and y'all will feed him. So
the guy, listen, even when they feed him, he ain't doing them averaging 1 yard a carry. So ain't no need to feed nobody like that.
Right. But that's his Chick-fil-A on his back. He like it. But the Dolphins, they keep doing what they're doing. Tua didn't play. Fitzmagic was back in there. And hey, they beat the Jets. But listen, somebody was talking all this trash, getting mad about the Falcons win. And I told him, I said, do you pay attention to the start of the game when the Jets play? Every time they come out there, they're coming out there. They're not coming out there to be garbage or play. The linebackers are blitzing. They are all into the game wise. If even Donald came back, the quarterback came back. So I just think that people saying that grown men should tank or going to tank or want to tank is ridiculous. They're getting paid.
It's not gonna happen. Like the players don't tank. The organization may want to tank, but the players not gonna tank. Me personally, I would have stayed with Joe Flacco. I just think Joe Flacco, he takes more chances than Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold is not a good quarterback. He's not a good quarterback. He's not a good quarterback, but Adam Gase is not a good
interceptions. Yeah.
Adam Gase is not a good coach.
It's just weird. The whole thing that's going on, a whole bunch of strangers catching the ball. You're like, who are these people? So that's probably part of it as well. But the Dolphins went in there and did what they need to do to win this game. They're 7-4. They're right in the playoff hunt.
In the pick of
Tom Brady wishes he's back in the NFC and the AFC.
There you go.
Yeah. So 20-3 was the final score. They kept the Jets out of the end zone. But like you said, looking at the Jets when Flacco was there, they were in every game. They win every game. He was getting them in the end zone.
If I'm Adam Gase, I'm playing Flacco the rest of the. I'm telling Sam Darnold, bruh. Yeah, we over you, Playboy. we over you.
I know. We about to get trouble.
Yeah.
We about to get trouble. Both trouble. But listen, I want to talk about that Devontae Parker. Devontae Parker is a bad dude in Miami. Bad dude, bad dude, bad dude. 8 catches, 119. I mean, bad dude. He is. So.
He finally first couple of years were kind of he was living La Vida Loca.
Yeah.
He was down in Miami, young rich dude in Miami. Listen, it happens to the best of them. You know, hey, listen. I got shout out to my guy Stanley Pritchard when Pritt was in Miami. Hey, listen, we balled out. You know what I'm saying? Young boys in Miami with money. And so, you know, I think he had a wake up call. It's funny because when Adam Gates got fired, and then you know the organization was kind of talking about, well, you know what, this guy is a first round bust. We can really move on from him. And I think he probably had that. You know, a lot of guys had that come to Jesus moment, and then they like, hey, hold on, wait a minute, ain't nobody paying like the NFL paying.
Right.
Man, let me get my mind right. And he has become a totally different football player. If you look at his body from his rookie year to today, he looks like a real legit NFL big time wide receiver. He took care of his nutrition. Like I say, he got off South Beach Boulevard, man. Got to stay off South Beach Boulevard to establish yourself, man.
Yep. So he did that, and look, they rolling. They rolling. I love, I love it. So anyway, let's go on to the next game. Got this one wrong. I would have been, if I had paid attention to what I always preach, and I always preach this, and I don't know why I didn't pay attention to it. I guess because I was like, surely the Cardinals are not going to lose 3 games in a row. Surely they're not going to do that. Surely they did. This was a crazy game. It was a crazy game. It was a crazy game. Kyler Murray, I think some of his deficiencies, his height deficiencies, kind of messed him up this game because I think he was too close to the line, so he couldn't see downfield. So he getting a lot of balls batted back, a lot of balls batted in his face, and that's probably part of what Bill told them to do as well. Look, get your hands up. You can't get to him. Get your hands up.
Yeah.
I used to love. Let me tell you something. Grady Jackson, Snaggletooth, here in LA. Snaggletooth Grady was gonna get his hands up. I love that dude, man. I love Grady Jackson.
Yeah.
Anyway,
listen, so Bill Belichick, hey, he knows how to play these mobile quarterbacks. He because what he essentially does, he's like, listen, I'm not gonna let you run,
right?
Because we're not gonna rush you. You're gonna beat me from the pocket, and if you watch a lot of times the pass rush for the Patriots, they only took 2 steps and they stopped. They just held guys up.
Stop. You hold your guys up. Yeah. And one thing about mobile quarterbacks, like we were talking about what Lamar Jackson, they have tendency. They like to run one way.
Yeah.
And you watch them as a coach, you watch them as coordinators, and you say, hey, he like go this way. How about we don't let him go that way?
Don't let him. Don't flush him out. Matter of fact, just keep him in the pocket.
Yeah.
Keep him in the pocket. And I love Cam's quote. Cam Newton say he will take a ugly win over one of these stat field games and a loss. So hey, I think the Patriots have just figured out, hey, listen, we can play ugly football and win games. I mean, listen, Cam had like 83 yards passing.
Dude, they were horrible.
Yeah,
they were horrible.
But at the end of the day, they put up another W. And listen, this team is. I don't think this team will make the playoffs, but I mean, they're basically in every game. If you go back and look at that Seattle game that they should have won,
yeah.
I mean, they've been almost. I think it's only one game they've truly just been blown out.
Well, I mean, just to be honest, the defense won this game for them because offense was.
Yeah, it was terrible. But again, and think about this: you were talking about that stat with the Cardinals. If the Cardinals don't connect on that Hail Mary, they on a severe losing streak. Yeah, there'll be 4 games in a row like that. That's just a 50-50 chance, and you just actually, terrible defense by the Buffalo Bills. But I mean, teams have figured out Kyler Murray somewhat, so now Kyler has to adjust to the NFL, and this is just it's gonna have to be more added to his game. I don't understand why they just don't get him on the move earlier. That just that catch and throw. Teams are just going like, hey man, do 5-10, man.
Right.
I'm just gonna throw my hands up like he can't see.
Right.
Unless you get him outside the pocket. So
I'm telling you.
I don't know. Pretty boy, you know, his pretty boy coach over there. Hey, whatever.
I just like his house. Anyway, Marlon talking about pull Eli, but see, Trevor don't have Eli's daddy. Can Trevor's daddy? Does he have that in with the NFL to do that for Trevor?
Trevor daddy not that kind of guy. Trevor, listen, y'all. Trevor is gonna love New York. Trevor is gonna relish going to New York. And Trevor is gonna tell y'all, listen, man, I'm a once in a generation type dude. I go up here and Joe Willie name of this thing and just slang my hair all over 125th and Broad Street. You know what I'm saying? So
I don't think Crazy Eye gonna be there though.
Crazy Eye ain't gonna be there. No. Listen, if you talk to anybody in New York, matter of fact, I wish if my cousin went on the train probably right now, I'd call him. They got the whole Clemson playing going. They said they're gonna hire Dabo. They're gonna bring everything. They said they're gonna change the colors to orange and white.
Everything, huh?
He said they're gonna be the New York Tigers.
That is gonna be interesting to see if what Dabo does in Clemson translates. I don't think so. I don't think so.
He would take a pay cut. Dabo making $9 million. The NFL can't pay him $9 million.
And to deal with that crap in New York, please.
Yeah, man, listen. Dabo wife ain't finna. Dabo wife she'll pull a gun on like Dabo. You'll be a new episode of Dateline, bro. If you ever think about leaving South Carolina, bro, only place we going if we not here is Alabama. You go back home. Mm-hmm. That's it.
Them your choices, shawty. So, that was an ugly win. The Panthers Patriots came back at the end and won that game and beat them by 3 because, of course, you know, kickers can kick and do kick this kick. So,
Lisa, I agree, Lisa.
We're all surprised.
Brian, Dan Quinn lost job for I would have definitely put my money on Adam Gates to be the first one to get fired.
I mean, I don't know. Like I said, I would fire Dan Quinn after that Super Bowl because he pissed me off. But after Adam Gates did that interview and when I was going the other way and the other way, he was looking like he was possessed. I'd been like, oh, we're going to have to rethink this thing. That's crazy to me. But anyway, let's move it on. We are going to the Panthers and Vikings game. Yay. I got this right. They had me sweating for a minute there, Vikings. What's up with that? Teddy Two Gloves are balling.
Teddy Two Gloves was balling.
Yeah.
Balling. They got back-to-back touchdowns from defensive player. Chin has been balling over there on that defense. Yes. Oh my God. Yes. He leads the team in tackles.
Yes.
I mean, he's scoring touchdowns. Like, man, listen. People laughed at Matt Rule when he spent his entire draft on defense. Now you see why he did it.
Well, because look, we always talk about this. To win football games, you got to be good in the trenches on both sides of the ball.
Yeah,
you do. So, you know, I just think that you think the Patriots are paying Gates out for Jets, so he can stay there. You stay there, and we'll beat y'all. You just stay there.
You know what kills me when I look at Minnesota. And I just watched Justin Jefferson ball week in and week out.
Mm-hmm.
Aaron Rodgers got to just be sitting there like, why we didn't draft him? Why did y'all draft a quarterback when we could have had him opposite Devontae? Like, what are we doing?
You're going to be gone. You're going to be gone, oh man. You're going to be gone.
It's crazy. It's just freaking unbelievable. Listen, Teddy had him. Teddy drove them down to win, but this is why you don't leave the game in the hands of kickers.
That's right.
You just don't do it.
That's right.
You know, you hate to see the Panthers. They squandered so many scoring opportunities as they drove the ball. They drove the ball up and down the field basically all the entire game.
Yeah, from 20 to 20.
20. You know, here we go. Run. Mike Davis has been running the football. Run the ball. Why are you trying to throw the ball to them little short receivers you got out there, man?
You know, we say this all the time, but hey, don't hate. Robbie Anderson is good. He's a good receiver though. He's a good receiver.
But you're not throwing no fade to Robbie Anderson. His little skinny butt. What you got to do if you're gonna throw the ball down there, everybody get in bunch. And just start having people go everywhere. And then
that's what I'm talking about. Why these offensive coordinators don't like bunch? For real. OC, I love the bunch formation, especially when you're in red zone.
I'm gonna give y'all, and some of y'all know this, but a lot of y'all, because I always hear about talk about throw the fade. The fade is one of the worst. It's one of the lowest percentage passes in the world. Don't throw the fade for what?
Right.
Listen, the only person who probably 100% on the fade is Clayton Driver from Doug High to East Carolina. You throw because he had a 44-inch vertical, so you just throw the ball up.
I thought you were gonna say Randy Moss. He talking about Clayton Driver.
No, listen, Randy Moss didn't even like the fade. Randy Moss said, if you're gonna throw me the ball, let me run the back line.
Right.
And you just throw it high back there. Right. Randy Moss didn't even like the fade because people can hold you.
They can hold you, they can grab you, and they try to jump higher than you. So,
man, throw me a slant where you can throw that thing as high as you want. I'm just gonna go get it. But throwing the fade, because listen, as a defensive back, like you try to throw the fade, I can use the sideline. How many people can throw that ball in that little bucket back there? Not many.
Right.
That's why everybody back shoulder.
Yep. Some guys are really good with back shoulder. I mean, people hate Jake Fromm, but he was good with that dang old back shoulder throw. He was good with that.
Slow now. People don't throw no fade. They throw the damn back shoulder.
Well, people don't want to throw. And they don't want to do that anyway. You know, they drive me crazy. Everybody got to do always the same thing. But anyway, Minnesota pulled this game out, won at the end. It was exciting at the end. It really was. It really was.
Yeah, very good game. Like I say, Teddy put him down there, and the field goal kicker. I mean, he shanked that thing, but
he let that dude slide all the way to the side with that kick.
He shanked that thing. But I was like, Cloud, have mercy.
So we would go to commercial boy talking trash. Why commercial boy talking? Why does he talk trash? Just play, Baker. Just play.
Because they rolling, man. Listen, they winning. The Cleveland Browns are guaranteed a winning season now.
I don't know why he got to talk trash though. Because all it's gonna take is somebody smack him in the mouth, and then he gonna be like, "You messing me up. I can't make all my 450,000 commercials."
Well, he talking trash because he turning around handing that thing out to Nick Chubb the whole game.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And so now he can listen to sports talk radio in the morning because ain't nobody saying, "Oh, Baker blew the game." They are saying, "Hey, and Baker is driving the bus. They're your bus driver. Hand the ball to Chubb.
Hand the ball to Hunt.
Let's get out of here.
Sit over there somewhere. Yeah, you go sit down somewhere.
Let's get out of
here. Yes. Because he was they were balling. I mean, this running game is fantastic, and they finally got it. They finally realized you got to run the ball. Only way we're gonna win this is if we run the ball. 27-25. It was still a close game. Jags, once again, like I was telling you nuts on Sunday. Y'all think teams gonna take? Look at Jags, look at the Jets. They come to play every Sunday. They don't care about no number one pick and all the other stuff. This is what they do. This is what they get paid to do. And most of them love it. So if you get a chance to strap up, go out there and play some football when it was up in the air, whether you're not gonna play this season or not, you can go do what you love doing. Hitting people in the mouth, man. Please give me some shoulder pads. I want to hit somebody in the mouth for millions of dollars.
And who? I don't know, man. Shout out, Phil, man. Just sit back, relax, Baker, and enjoy the ride, Baker.
Yeah. So I mean, like I said, this was a stat right here. Nick Chubb, 19 attempts for 1.4. Kareem Hunt, 62. And then when he did have to throw the ball, Jarvis Landry was there. I mean, look, they're getting it done. So
Stefanski ain't no fool.
Yeah.
He
Shut
ain't
up,
no
Baker.
fool. He like, hey man, I'm going to run this football because y'all can't stop it. And
Right.
we're gonna keep running that thing. We're gonna run that thing all the way to January.
Yep.
Well,
Yep.
we mess around, get a home game. The weather condition in Cleveland. Who want to hit Nick Chubb when it's about 19 degrees? Nobody.
Right. Right. As long as that boy don't, try to decide that he want to lose his mind, they'll be good.
Well, they
They'll
not
be
gonna
good.
let him lose mind because they taking
I don't
all
know. I
out of
don't know,
football.
Maceo. He's so, he gets into his head. He
Listen,
he
this is
messes
what
himself up.
this is what Baker's starting to understand, because next year they got to decide to pick up his option or not.
Right.
Dude, it's gonna be so nice. Free agent quarterbacks gonna be out there in the game. Baker, we can move on for you because we got a lot of money under salary cap. I don't think they're gonna bring Odell back next year, so that's gonna be even more money. Man, stop, Baker. You better. Hey.
Right. I mean, better and taller. So people.
Baker.
Ooh, I just always remember that the HBO show came on with him, and he's like, "Oh, I know I'm late." He said, "No, I was here on time." He said, "You don't understand. You're supposed to be the first one here. You're supposed to be the first one here, and you're supposed to be the last one to leave. You better figure it out, Baker." I love that.
Baker.
Marvin was like, "Look, I don't know what you've been doing out there, but this is different. This is different. We different up in here. It's different. We in the big league." Hey, this game right here was so exciting. Tennessee and the Colts. I mean, I knew Tennessee would win because it's that time of year. And the time of year is Derrick Henry time. Derrick Henry is he just like, I posted a picture of Derrick Henry standing next to what's the running back? Yes.
Yeah, man.
Derrick Henry looked like he could stop him. Right.
Hey, man, listen. The way Derrick Henry running that football, I thought Derrick Henry gonna run for 300.
Yeah.
He was rolling. And again, Tennessee, one of these teams that as the year goes on, they get better because their style, they have a December, January type style of football team where they're gonna pound that rock. Corey Davis is giving them some pretty decent production at wide receiver because when they're running the football, Tannehill can get that play action going.
Yep.
And when you look at the Colts have a very good defense, everybody. But these are business decisions you got to make when 22 coming downhill. And I saw a lot of people outside of Mr. Leonard. Mr. Leonard is just an animal at linebacker, but I saw a lot of safeties. I saw a lot of corners looking like, where are Derrick Henry's shoestrings? That's what I'm trying to
It's like this. Like he way up there, they way down here. And what you gonna do? How you gonna knock that down?
And AJ Brown, ooh, I like AJ Brown coming over. AJ Brown is a dog.
Balling.
He played wide receiver like he played wide receiver like a fullback. He looking for contact. Most receivers be trying to ball. This dude is looking to drop that doggone regalia on people, man.
Yep.
This is a good football team. This is the Tennessee Titans are a very good football team. Phillip Rivers kind of had a couple of Phillip Rivers moments, but we expect that from Phillip Rivers because this is Phillip Rivers.
Oh yeah, definitely. I hate that they keep doing that Jacoby Brissett thing. I hate that. I hate that
is some trash.
I hate that.
I don't like it one bit. Yeah.
I hate it. I hate it.
Because I mean, it's almost like here we go, single wing football. Like, well, he come in at the goal line, you know he gonna run the damn ball. Come on, coach.
I mean, he had a good little last week. He had a good little run for first down. I mean, really got in there and did something. I mean, but I think it's just a slap in the face to me. I hate it. I hate it. Anyway, 45-26. It was the Derrick Henry show.
Yeah.
Was the final of that game. So, the Derrick Henry show. And so we will go to Sunday. The next game we're going to go to is the G-Men's. That's why I call them the G-Men's.
And the first place G-Men. Make sure you add first place G-Men on there.
Look, Danny Dimes, the Diamond Man. He has a diamond.
Yeah,
We're
but he
not
got
gonna.
that hammy though. He might not play this week. He got that hamstring going on.
Mm-hmm,
You
mm-hmm.
know, he's so athletic. I wish I would start giving Danny Dimes the athletic respect that he deserves. He's a dual threat quarterback. That's why hamstring hurt.
Yep. But the thing about it is, Wayne Gallman is quietly coming to being that running back that they need to get over the
Clemson,
hump.
baby. Clemson,
Yeah,
baby.
yeah. So I mean, and of course, the dog in the receiving group is the tight end. I mean, Evan Ingram is just a grown man. He be dragging people with him.
Hey,
Oh,
y'all.
you come on, get on my back.
Can I tell y'all the Evan Ingram story?
Sure.
He was we were sitting there trying to figure out, hey man, how can we stop number one?
Mm-hmm.
How can we stop one? This dude, they no matter where they lined him up, he was at receiver, the tight end. Hell, I think he played running back a little bit.
Yeah.
This damn kid was just a man playing with boys. So when I see him make plays on NFL Sunday, I always take Pritt, be like, hey man, see, it wasn't see. I take
Who did he
Earthwind.
play? Where was he?
He was at Hillgrove High School.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I take Pritt and Earthwind and be like, see, it wasn't y'all fault. Y'all sitting there like, hey, man.
So that's how they won. They had Chubb and Evan Ingram on that team. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, they were loaded.
Gotcha.
Loaded. Yeah, so yeah, man. Evan Ingram, and it's so crazy. I remember like 4 weeks ago, one of my partners, he had that drop, and he was like, man, they should cut him. I say, dog, Evan Ingram, they best offensive weapon. They're not finna cut Evan Ingram.
For real.
Get
That's your people.
Out of there.
That's your people. But Giants won this game 19-17. Evan Ingram had
6 Giants.
Yeah, the first place Giants. Balled out. Buffalo. And what's the team? Where they are? LA Chargers. I'm like, who are they?
Before you start this, E, let me tell you something about these damn Chargers. Lord, I had everybody. Never in my life have I seen a team win the turnover battle and lose the game.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
All right, go ahead, E. They make my head hurt. This was my upset special. I was like,
oh.
Win this game.
Oh no. Oh no. No. They're not gonna win this game. They were gonna win the game against the Buffalo Bills. I mean, because people keep tripping. Buffalo is a good team. They are a good team. They're 8-3, right up there in the top of the AFC East. Well, Tom Brady wish he was still playing. Josh Allen don't have to do anything crazy. Then I ask him to do anything crazy because guess what? They can run the ball. He can run. He got those little dump offs that he can throw out there to his deal. And he got Stephon Diggs and Cole Beasley. And then just who the other boy that caught the touchdown pass? I'm like, who are you? And listen, they good. And they got a great defense. So
yeah. Still, man. Look,
man, you trying to pick up upset picks. I told you it's West Coast to East Coast. It's not East Coast to West Coast.
They still should have won this game. And this was crazy. As good as Lord have mercy, y'all. What quarterback? Oh my God! Don't understand down. This is a situation. He out here spiking the ball. Like, what are you doing, bro? No. They ran the ball. It was like 14 seconds left. They running the foot. Like, what are you?
Coach said that was a miscommunication. Them running the ball in that situation. They shouldn't have been running the ball in that situation. Everybody goes, nope, Sherlock, yeah. So
but the quarterback, listen, certain times the quarterback got to be like, wait a minute, what? Bust out, hey, no, kill that.
Kill. Yeah.
I'm throwing something in the end zone. Now we ain't got time to run the ball.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that was
terrible. Well, I hope they play that terrible when we play. But yeah, so that was that West Coast team that came east and lost. I'm telling you, I got something. I'm telling y'all, I got some insights on this thing. I watched this stuff. So, Flat Earth Boy. Really? Flat Earth Boy. He was freaking tripping Sunday. Jared Goff was tripping on Sunday.
I need y'all to listen. The same energy y'all throw the Wentz wagon under the bus, y'all need to throw this dude under the bus too. This dude is not playing good football.
I mean, I'm like, who you throwing the ball to? What you doing? What you doing? What you doing?
Well, let's say this about the 49ers too. Because
they play defense.
They play, listen, they know they plays. Listen, Richard Sherman ran the route for Robert Woods. They know when y'all come out that little boot, y'all running that flood, y'all got the shallow, the middle, and the oval. Yeah. Richard Sherman was like, man, you ain't throwing to the shallow. He jumped the middle route. I'm like, when they can't run the football, Jared Goff is a bad quarterback. He is a bad quarterback, and this is the number one overall quarterback. I didn't like him coming out of college. I'm just keep it real with you. I didn't like him coming out of college. Super Bowl run, y'all keep giving him this pass because he took that team into Super Bowl. I will beg to differ. They ran the football in January. They ran to the Super Bowl, and then the Patriots shut that down. They were like, Jared Goff, no, you beat us, and y'all saw what happened.
Oh, no, time up. They didn't shut that down. Remember the game before. Remember the divisional game, and Todd Gurley ran his knees off.
Yeah, they used
him sparingly. They used him sparingly that championship game. They hardly used him that championship game.
They were running remember? Remember? They were right.
They were running the Super Bowl, they ain't run nobody.
Cause them clowns were like, we gonna let Jared. Well, Belichick was like, no, Jared Goff got to beat me. Jared Goff got
that's exactly what happened because they know he can't do it. He get on my nerves. I'm like fumbling the ball. He was just tripping.
He a clown, man. He a whole clown. He a whole clown. Oh, not right here. He a whole clown.
Patriots the best team in the NFL.
Oh God, y'all super producer with Alabama Gone talking about the Patriots are the best team in the NFL.
Is that Terrence's son?
No, that would be super producer Dana Baines.
What you gotta say?
The Patriots are not the best team in football, sir.
Just keep it like that. Just keep it like that. But look, Deebo Samuel was out there. He was fooling them. He was clowning them.
Deebo when healthy, Deebo a bad boy.
Oh, we know that.
Bad boy when healthy.
We know that.
Anybody saying the Patriots? Other Alabama Roll Tide. Alabama cannot beat the Falcons, dude.
Anyway, 23-20 was the final of this game. They messed me up. It messed up my picks, man. I was rolling. We can talk about this game for a second. We don't have to talk about it all. Taysom Hill looked terrible. I know they won 31-3, but he's not a quarterback.
No. And listen, again, if the Denver Broncos were in the playoff hunt, this game wouldn't have been played.
Right.
Bump all y'all and y'all protocol talk because listen, Lamar Jackson ain't following no protocol and they still canceling his game.
Right.
And he still ain't gonna be able to play, but it's a game with playoff implications. And I'm not gonna be petty. Yeah, let's move on from this game.
You're not gonna be petty.
I'm not gonna be
was the final of that one. I mean, it's nothing to even talk about. It's ridiculous. You have a professional football team playing without a quarterback.
Ain't that crazy? Like, listen,
without a quarterback.
Las Vegas was hot. Las Vegas was, it was good because Las Vegas, I think they end up right. I think they end up taking the game off the books. So you know what I'm saying. So what you say?
They need to they be like. I was telling Avery to go put some clothes on. She want Chick-fil-A, and I ain't buying it. You want Chick-fil-A? You got money. I always buy it.
App. If y'all going to the one down the street, I'll use that app.
Oh, of course, man. I'm an app user. What?
Ain't no way I'm sending that. I ain't sending no Chick-fil-A line.
I got app for everybody. I got an app for everybody. 31-3 was fun on that game. So listen, and then we will go to one of the best games of the evening. I laughed so hard. I just laughed so hard. The Kansas City Chiefs and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. He shook his hand though.
Hey man. Todd Bowles. And I thought I was tripping when I watched the game. So I was like, when I get to all 22, because I know I wasn't seeing things. Todd Bowles said, hey man, we are going to go man across the board on these folks.
And you know who said that? Yes, go man to man across the board.
Again, here we go when we talk about football IQ. Okay. So we playing man free. Okay, we playing man free. If I'm the free safety, I don't care what Pat Mahomes doing with his eyes. I'm shading wherever Tyreek Hill is.
Especially after the first time. What about after the first time? Surely after the first time.
Even before the first time.
The third time.
If I know this the defense that we playing, me being that free safety, I'm saying, okay, back there in center field. I say, who is the threat? Shit, 10. What 10? 10 the threat. Listen, Pat Mahomes, you got to throw the ball to somebody else. you ain't now. The dude had 200-yard receiver in the first quarter because y'all in this dumb man fry. Like, what is like?
That's my fancy dog. Yes, sir.
Pat, and this what was so crazy. You can see in Pat Mahomes. Listen, Pat Mahomes even went to the sideline and he even was like, "No, I can't believe they in their coverage." Like, is this what they came up with all week of practice? Is this what they came up with?
Yep.
Stop.
Mm-hmm. Appreciate you.
And Mark, listen, I don't fault Carlton Davis. I don't fault Carlton Davis at all because listen, it's just some one-on-one battles you just can't win, especially when your defense is putting you in that predicament. Like,
I know Carlton Davis out there like, help me, help me.
I'm just like, Todd Bowles, you must don't want to be no head coach again. Like, that's the game plan. You can't. Like, I can see if you do that against like any other team. Like, there's a lot of teams you can probably play that coverage against, but not Pat Mahomes, who just gonna listen. Pat Mahomes throw the ball out the stadium. Like,
but Tyreek the freak, man. Tyreek, man, that dude was just like he was gone. It was like shit. They call him the cheetah, don't they? That dude was gone.
Listen, y'all, in the wide receiver, fast, slow, medium, but especially fast people. When they see that tight coverage and they know, hey man, all I gotta do is get him one move. All I need is a step. And with all like that,
Macy, all I had to do was nod his head. He nodded his head inside, he went outside. It was done.
This was unbelievable. I had my clicker. I was just shaking my head because I was just sitting there like, what possessed him? Like, what indicator or clues did they get to say that, hey man, this gonna work this week?
This is gonna work this week. Let's just do it. Just do it, coach. Just do it, coach. It's gonna work.
This remind me of and Coach Frazier. I hate to do this to you, Coach Frazier, but this remind me of all week your game planning. We said we playing Tri-Cities. We said, hey, do not kick the ball to number 11. Don't do it. Don't do it. We practice this all week. We get to the game. Kickoff team go down there, and I don't know what was said down there. We putting on our headphones, trying to adjust our headphones. All I hear is the crowd roaring, and I kind of turn around. All I see is number 11 going upside.
Then we said we weren't gonna kick him.
I thought we said we weren't kicking him.
Right.
And so I mean, hey man, coaching, Lord have mercy.
Folks be out thinking themselves. But listen, so we talked about Patrick Mahomes and that side of the ball. Go scooch on over here. Go scooch on over here and talk about this Tampa Bay offense. What you got? What you got, Maceo?
Well, listen, because this Tampa Bay offense will not commit to running the football. And listen, they got down fast, and so maybe they kind of threw, the run out the window. But listen, you got to run Jones.
Look at my face.
Yeah, you got to run Jones.
They started from the get-go. I got the game on right now. They started from the get-go, trying to have Tom. First of all, he was calling his own play, so I don't know what you're talking about. That was not on Bruce Arians. That was not on a little black dude, Leftwich, who was the worst quarterback in the history of the quarterback world here in Atlanta. I can't stand that boy. I can't stand him.
He was better than Joe Harris. He was better than Joe Harris. Stop. He was better than Joe Harris.
Oh, my sister Carol, she was like, "Oh, we got Leftwich." I was like, "Okay, Ian."
Yeah,
Anyway.
he was better than Joe Harris. But no, so when I looked at offensively, this first and foremost, the route concepts that Tampa Bay run are not concepts. Tom Brady don't run these concepts. You asking Tom Brady to hold his ball. Tom Brady ain't get the ball out of his hand. Well, you gotta get the ball out of his hand.
Maceo, he called his own plays on Sunday. So I mean, what?
Yeah. Well, he's not
And then he all in Mike Evans' face. It's like, I would be like, "Fool, you threw the ball in the back of the man's helmet. What does that have to do with me?"
Yeah,
he was all in Mike Evans' face.
But see again, because and you can verify this. You and I talked about this from when he signed or whatever. This is not a Tom Brady offense.
Mm-hmm.
What they're asking Tom Brady to do is not what Tom Brady can do.
He's a dink dunker. He can dunk his way down the field.
Anytime you see Tom Brady padding the ball 2 or 3 times, listen, you got to shorten up the route. And then the other thing, and I know a lot of this had to do with the fact that Antonio Brown led with us. So Antonio Brown probably every time he walked by him, like,
throw me a ball.
Hey, throw me the ball. Hey, man, I'm open. Hey, man, I'm open. Listen, I know it from both sides as a quarterback and as a receiver. Like, you don't want to hear that sometimes. Then sometimes you be like, man, let me throw that clown the ball just to show him that he ain't open. But
he throw him ball all the time.
This is what I worried about bringing in Antonio Brown. And I know you brought him in for insurance purposes because Godwin continues to he get nicked up every now and then.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna have to scale this offense back because I think they're gonna creep into the playoffs. I think they're gonna probably get that last wild card spot because they're scheduled at the end of the season. I mean, listen, Falcons got 2 times to send them home. Falcons have to send them home. But I think the way this offense is designed is not Tom Brady friendly. And this is why when everybody was so excited about this sound, like this is not a good sign in everybody.
You talk about the offense and the way he did you see the passes through? Did you see the ducks that were
this is they want Tom Brady to hang in the pocket and throw these 18, 19-yard routes. He can't do that. That's not
he cannot do that. I mean, both of his interceptions, he had 2 interceptions. Both of them were lame ducks. Okay. Lame ducks. It's absolutely terrible. Absolutely terrible. When you got somebody that can run the ball, Ron Jones had 66 yards for 9 carries. Yeah. They didn't give him the ball. They started off not giving the ball. They want Tom Brady to be able to do what Tom Brady wants to be able to do because everybody said he's the greatest player on the face of the earth and he can never lose a game. He's just not that person anymore. Again. And trying to make him be that person to play the way he played. He hasn't played that way for the last 3 years in New England. His last good year of playing quarterback in New England was 2017.
Again, we get so caught up in name recognition and so I can't stress this enough to a lot of you good people. Y'all gotta start watching these games with the sound off, man. Like a lot of times people, I get texts all the time, be like, "Did you hear what such and such say?" No, I don't. I don't care what the commentators say.
What you say? I don't care what these dudes say.
I don't care what they say
care
because
nothing about what they say.
they jock sniffers and they D-riders. That's what they
Right,
do.
Right, right.
If yes they do, they gonna bump for they do no matter what. That's just what they do. So listen, I trust my eyes enough to know. Listen, I know what I'm looking at, so I don't need the analysis from Sanka. Like I tell y'all, at halftime, they get the stuff wrong. They want to practice, so they don't know. They listen. I can give you the microphone, and you can give me your analysis of what you think. You want to practice, so you can say, "Hey,
right. I can say anything." Right? Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. I mean, you know, in the same situation with look, they balled out. So we can talk about what you just talked about. Announcers jock sniffing because Aaron Rodgers played the Chicago Bears on Sunday Night Football. Oh my God, what a horrible game! Horrible game.
Yeah.
Horrible game.
Yeah. So let's start with this real quick because everybody in Chicago gonna get fired. Yeah, that's a foregone conclusion now. Everybody gonna get fired. when I watch Mitch Trubisky play, and I always go back to like the GM. What did you see when you had Deshaun Watson, Pat Mahomes, and Mitch Trubisky on the table? What did you see that made you say, "Hey, I'm gonna take Mitch Trubisky"? He had started more games than Watson or Mahomes. This guy was like a 1 year, like he started 1 year.
I mean, I can even see if you said, okay, the Mahomes guy, I really don't know what he did. He's at Texas A&M, but you saw Deshaun Watson. Everybody saw Deshaun Watson win the championship. I mean, we everybody saw that. So, but you decide, oh, yeah, he's okay.
This is why.
But that Mitchell Trubisky, I got to have him.
Listen, I tell people this all the time. When people talk about your potential and upside, well, they basically saying, "Mofo, you sorry."
Yeah.
we just don't know yet. You know what I'm saying? Listen.
Well, I think it's two things. I think it's two things though. But come on, you gotta blame that head coach. He's so stupid. He had Mitchell Trubisky doing stupid stuff.
Well, listen,
stupid stuff.
Nagy, like all these other guys, Nagy from that Andy Reid tree. Nagy's offensive guru. He been in these rooms. Listen. Nothing about Matt Nagy tells me that he's an offensive genius.
Right.
Nothing.
Right.
And again, for him to sit there and be like, let the GM should have been like, okay, hey, these are 3 quarterbacks you want. And if he said Mr. Trubisky,
no,
getting what he deserved. Like, I saw Mr. Trubisky with my own eyes on North Avenue. one Thursday night football. I was like, this what everybody's talking about?
Right.
Well, stop.
Right.
And they traded like, don't nobody want him.
That's hard. And I don't even think he's as bad as that, but you can have him throwing the ball 46 times. And you run it only 16 times. You can't do that. You can't do it. Stupid. 21-25.
Matt Nagy, I'm sure his wife has already listened. I'm pretty sure she already got boxes. They probably already have a realtor, house on the market, all of these things. And Brandon, you're right. Listen, a lot of NFL scouts, they get it wrong. This was one of those years. It wasn't hard.
Right.
To make this decision.
Dumb, deaf, and stupid would have gotten that right.
My 11-year-old, I can show my 11-year-old film of those 3 guys, and I'm sure Miss Trubisky will be the last person she'll pick. She'll say, I like him, and then I like him. I know for a fact she would. Nothing about Mr. Trubisky's career at North Carolina said take him number 2 overall. But I digress. But, everybody know this. I'm probably the biggest Aaron Rodgers hater on the planet. And I only do it because Malik them. They are everybody like, you're a bad man. Like he good. Giant like he got 7 Super Bowls, but that's neither here nor there.
Right. He had one, and the reason why he had one is because he had a bad dude running the ball. A bad dude running the ball. And they had bad dudes on that defense.
The fact that they didn't go get this guy a weapon, because there's only a few more years that y'all gonna have Aaron Rodgers.
Mm-hmm.
There's only a few more years y'all gonna have Aaron Rodgers. And at some point, like within the next 2 years, like y'all got to go get him a big time weapon. Even at the trade deadline, I was sitting there like, why didn't I trade for?
Right. Surely they're gonna get somebody. Right.
Man, why not? Hey, Cincinnati, y'all done with AJ Green? Let us have him.
He's been hurt. But anyway, so 23-17 was the fight on that one. Look. We nobody. Oh, I'm sorry. I went on to the next game. 23-17, the final to the Monday night game that was terrible. Once again, the Eagles are a bad team. Carson Wentz, I don't know what he's doing. I thought he was just pressing, but just some of the stuff that just, and then just his head coach, like, oh, we're going to use Jalen and bring him in dumb situations. I told you, I can't stand it. I can't stand it with Jacoby Brissett. I can't stand it with Jalen Hurts. I cannot stand it. They're not threats in that particular situation.
The Wentz wagon.
The Wentz wagon broke down.
A lot of money is owed to the Wentz wagon. So again, everybody, y'all stop yelling for Jalen Hurts and all this stuff. Go look at all the money that's owed to Carson Wentz the next couple of years. Carson Wentz is getting ready to play. He got to play. Because
they got to get him some help. They got to get him some help in skill position. And they got to get him some help on that offensive line. Good Lord, that child get killed. He get killed.
Yeah, he does. But, you know, a lot of this, I don't like the way Wentz plays the game. He don't protect himself enough for me. You know, he had to drop his shoulder on people. He be looking for contact. Like, dude, get down, run out of bounds. Like, stop that. Yeah. Carson Wentz. Yeah, you know, listen. This was a terrible Monday night game. Terrible.
They have a great front. They still had great front in Philly. And you know, them dudes will get after it. I still have reservations about the Seattle Seahawks. I think that they lucked out with San Francisco being hurt. I think they looked out with the craziness that goes on in LA sometimes, and craziness that's going on with Arizona and people figuring out Kyler Murray. So I'm not sold on them because they did it last week, which I was surprised. They commit to run the ball, but come back out again this week. No, let's not run the ball this week. You know, so.
Yeah. You know, this trying to make Russ, you know, Russ is Russ, but Russ is even better when you run the football.
He's much better when you run the football. He's starting to take. He's been doing it for the last year. Few years taking unnecessary punishment. Right.
Big facts.
Absolutely unnecessary punishment. And it's all because you're not running the ball. You got to make the defense think that somebody else is going to get the ball and run the ball, not Russell Wilson. Because I bet if you ask every guy on that defensive line, linebackers too, they love to hit the quarterback. Oh, I put your quarterback. Oh yeah, let me. I know I would.
Yeah, if you're gonna get a free shot at him, yeah, you're gonna take it.
Shoot yeah. So I mean, a horrible game. You know. Everybody is losing their minds in Philadelphia. They're losing their minds. You know, they named the town after him. Now they want to burn the town down. So,
and Philadelphia Eagle fans, stop with the tagging of everybody. Y'all talk so much trash early in the week. Now I can't find y'all. See,
I found them. They're gonna get my tag. But look at here. The problem is the other thing, Philadelphia Eagles fans, you're still in the playoffs. You're still in the playoff hunt. So
still in the playoff hunt.
As bad as you stink, just like last year. You'll be playing the game in January. So we'll see. But our last game we'll get to, of course, is what happened Sunday. I told y'all, West Coast to East Coast. You're gonna listen to me. West
Magic
Coast
City,
East
baby.
Coast.
Magic City. Shout out to Magic City. Shout out to Magic City Kitchen.
I'm laughing at you, Maceo, because you talking about in that during that game. Somebody was out at Magic City Saturday night.
Hey, listen. I'm just telling you that a lot of reports. There was a lot of Oakland. I call them Oakland. A lot of Las Vegas Raiders in the city. Everybody, and you can check your Instagrams. Everybody, if you follow certain players on Instagram, you will see that they enjoyed being in the ATL. So shout out to the ATL. Always the ATL. The city plays great defense for our pro teams.
COVID be damn, huh? COVID be damned. I'm gonna be out. That's crazy. But let me tell you what happened in this game.
The game should have been more of a blowout. They should have put 60 on these guys.
The Falcons defense were licking. Oh my gosh, they were hitting so hard. It was just crazy. I think Josh Jacobs was like, what was that?
Hey.
What was that?
Hey, everybody. Y'all know who set the tone for this game in the first quarter?
Who? Debo?
AJ Terrell.
AJ.
They tried to run a toss sweep on fourth down.
Yeah.
Guess who came up and forced it?
He came up and put the lick on him. He did. That was the other thing that was just so telling in this game. The tackling that the Falcons did on Sunday was just it was clinic. I mean, because nobody was getting any yaks.
Yeah.
If you caught the ball, if you run the ball, first of all, they were putting helmet on the ball. I mean, getting the ball out just all the time.
Yeah.
All the time.
Five turnovers. And the beauty of this game is something that the Falcons usually don't do. They capitalized on the turnovers.
Yeah.
Now they should have turned those into for them, they should have turned into touchdowns, but they were able to convert. And like I say, still kick too many field goals. But when you got a team on the road, like it was good to see Chucky over there kind of like squirming, like, wait a minute, what the hell is going on out here?
Well, I mean, but it goes to show you, Maceo, I wish people realize. I know that we have this issue in Atlanta with thinking, all you gotta do is be a running quarterback. You go win every game all the time. You ain't never gonna lose if you run.
Yeah,
that's not true, and that's not what we have here. We definitely don't have here. Now, Matt will go get some all-purpose yards here and there if he sees a wide open thing. Just like most smart quarterbacks, he'll run. But my problem with this offense is the play calling that once again Sunday, the reason why those were not getting turned into touchdown is because Dirk Cutter, what are you calling? What are you doing? That makes no sense. Makes no sense.
Never no rhyme or reason to his play calling. That always like it burns me a little bit because you're sitting there like, dude, okay, you call that, but where's the setup? Like,
right,
run this to get to that, or
right.
No,
we never see that. We never see that. Right.
I never do that. Oh, I do want to tell y'all something funny. I was messing with AJ what was it, Monday, and I was like about rugs. He was like, I was like, I noticed you didn't you weren't tripping on rug speed and everything. He was like, Coach, he can't outrun me. I laughed. He was like, listen, that ball. He was like, I just mistimed it. I saw it.
He was there. I mean, that's the same thing I told him. I said, oh no, he was there. I think everybody, even the commentator said he was there. That was a mistimed jump. But ignorant people like, he got burned. Do y'all know what burned is? He did not get burned. Are you kidding me?
And it was so funny. Listen. It's a few of y'all non-believers still who I know y'all wait. I know y'all wait for him to give up like 2 or 3 touchdowns a game. It's not going to happen.
I mean, but like I said, the Falcons between him or the tight end or the running back, the Falcons were just doing work on defense, and we've seen that. I mean, we know that they're crazily ranked number 9 against the run,
Right.
and the way it's worked out. I mean, not so good against the pass, but but has been much better since Raheem and Jeff have taken over the team. So I think that's the difference. But
And the good thing about that running game is something that you talked about a couple of weeks ago. You saw with Ito and Brian Hill that burst. They got more of a burst than Gurley. Gurley, listen, y'all, listen. Gurley is not. He not the Todd Gurley that everybody loved once upon a time. These guys when Ito get in there, it's that but Ito, I'm talking Ito matching the game.
5 yards carry. 2 carries, that's first down.
Yeah.
Come on, coach. Look at the film. Coach, look at the film.
Brandon, real quick to your point. Listen, and then what I'm trying to get everybody. Listen, y'all, guys are gonna make plays.
Yeah.
Guys are gonna make plays, but we've seen Henry Ruggs in previous weeks. He just getting loose to people secondary. It didn't happen Sunday. And then Keanu Neal basically sent the message to everybody. Oh, come in the middle of the field you want to. I'm knocking you out.
So I asked my boys this question yesterday. My fellows that I talked to about everything sports. Listen, so based on what he's doing this year, is this something that you are interested in maybe a team-friendly deal with Kiki? I mean, the whole thing about it is it's never the effort, it's never the technique, it's always the injuries. I mean, so are they going to be willing to even give him some money to stay in Atlanta?
Yeah, because the Falcons salary cap, these Falcons are in salary cap hell, everybody.
Oh yeah, definitely.
They are in salary cap hell. But listen, the Falcons have a very good opportunity starting Sunday. Listen, they should have learned enough lessons from 2 weeks ago that Taysom Hill should come in here and be so uncomfortable.
Are we going to learn the lesson? Are we going to be an offensive coordinator that says, okay, I know what I can run. I can run a screen. Oh, I can run the ball. Or I can get a quick hitter. There's some quick hitters out there.
That was very successful. He finally dialed one up.
I was just like, oh my dude. So he called like 4, 5, 7 screens Sunday. He ain't called none 2 weeks ago. I'm like, what kind of stupid is he? I agree, David. I mean, because when we look at, we know teams so well, but the same way the Saints beat us last Thanksgiving here in Atlanta was the same way they beat us 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
So if you know that they are coming every play after your quarterback, you don't say, "Oh, I'm down up this crossing route that's gonna take 5 seconds. He got to hold the ball for 5 seconds, just 5 seconds." That's not happening because they bring in everything. And for some odd reason, without Julio out there, nobody knows how. When they double the rest of them, they don't know how to get separation. So I don't want to see that this week. I want to commit to running the ball. I really, if Todd don't play, fine. I don't have any problem with that. I like Todd, but Todd, I was not happy with that signing, and y'all know it because I said that's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah. Hey man, listen. Big week right here. Big week. We're gonna see if all of these moves and shifts in the NFL schedule. We're gonna see how that stuff materialize.
Yeah, remember the game come up 3:40 tomorrow, y'all. 3:40 after school, you get football. After school, you get football tomorrow because it's a tree lighting and they need tree lighting to be the prime thing.
It's gonna be like when we were back in the day when the Cubs had lights. They on WGN every day when you get out of school. My grandmama would just be. Soon as we get in the house, I know she watching the Cubs because the Cubs on.
No, I was thinking more like Space Giants. That's why I came home. Space Giants. They ain't care about no Cubs, man.
Man,
I'm
go
like,
Goldar made me sick, man. I want to
how
fan.
Goldar make you sick?
Why not whistle for him first? Like I never understood it. Like man, now it's trying to call Rico and sit back and call Goldar and get it over with, man. Let Goldar
Just Goldar so he can. But see that he wasn't gonna come for they called him though. And he had to make an entrance, man. He had to make an entrance. Man, I love Space Giant.
Yeah, y'all know Space Giant was first Transformers, right?
Yeah, exactly. So of course I show my kids and they like, what in the heck is that mess? Like, you don't understand racing home. Running down the street. I gotta be in the house for Space Giants. Anyway.
I'm tell y'all this. Hey man, go on to call Goldar now.
Yep.
And they get the fight over with, man. Cause Silver always get beat up. She get thrown over stuff. It be like she can't fight. And Polar Miko, like Miko run out of gas.
They would get them tired, and then Gam, and then it was time to call Goldar then. So,
Man, Gam was like my boy on G.I. Joe, a Cobra. Just a terrible leader. Like, come on, man. Like, this all you come up with, man.
Well, you silly. You silly.
Hey, everybody. Another great week of talking NFL football with y'all, man. We heading to week 13, man. This thing almost over.
It's been crazy. We all love the sport. So thankful we got it in up to this far. I mean, because it's been our definitely entertainment. But I hope they can keep the train on tracks. Keep y'all people out Magic City and the high heel establishments all over the country.
What they got to do? They got to go on and tell all NFL players, listen, uninstall TikTok, Instagram, just all social media. Y'all just stay out there.
Maceo, it's not just the players. If you got a strength and conditioning coach out there getting exposed, is that I'm sick, but no, it's just a cold. It's just a cold.
But where was the strength coach? Where he been? He probably been at
exactly.
Probably been at the shoe show.
Yeah, shoe stuff.
But shout out to the shoe show because the shoe show have been keeping the buildings very safe, man. I know for a fact that a couple of fine establishments here in the ATL, they got the HVAC crew coming through that every day.
That is so funny, but men will be men.
Listen,
got to have the TNA on deck. Woo, boy! I swear.
Can y'all only imagine the conversations me and this clown had off air? Well,
I'm just going to Atlanta to get some lemon pepper wings. I'll be back. Yeah.
No, listen. What I'm gonna do for you for the end of the year, we going to get you that shrimp over yellow rice.
Shrimp over yellow rice. I've had lemon pepper wings. I look. I think the strip club is the funniest. If you ever want to just go and laugh at grown men, go to the strip club. I saw this dude looking at it like he ain't never seen it before. I mean, he's on the side of the stage, mesmerized, looking at the cat like he ain't never seen it before. I said, bruh, I'm gonna need you to get some help. And he just kept hit periodically, he'd pull off a $5 bill, and just throw it like, man.
And everybody, that is week 12.
Yeah.
See, we give y'all everything, man.
Y'all don't even know.
So you know what I'm saying? Support Magic City Kitchen. Matter of fact, listen, they even got their own clothing line out now. Guess who got sent the shirt the other day?
You.
Oh, my people. And a mask.
See, there you go.
I practice all safety protocol because I don't want that thing up my nose anymore.
Yeah, I mean, cause if y'all ain't got that test done, whew, that's
we're gonna close with Marlon's statement right there, everybody. I tell y'all all the time, man.
Undefeated.
3 things in this world undefeated: crack, 72 Dolphins, and that thing
Yep.
undefeated.
Crack. I'm gonna say crack.
Crack is undefeated. Folk
I
on
was
that
gonna
crack.
say. I was gonna say Def. Yeah, I know. I saw Whitney Houston. I saw her. Crack is
Yeah.
whack.
Yeah, crack is whack. Can I get on your calendar, ma'am? Can I put this in my calendar?
Yes. But listen, if I'm a cook, you go eat it that day. I don't know. I
No,
don't know who you
listen.
think I am.
Listen, can I get on your calendar so I can pull up?
Yes. Yeah. I got
Can
you.
I get my date? Can I get my date?
I make man some went out there and smoked man some jerk wings.
Can I get my date, man? Can I get
We
my
already
date?
talked about your date next Monday, right?
Next Monday.
Gotcha. Bye, y'all.
We'll
I'm
even,
going to go vote.
we'll even go live, everybody. We might even go live and crack jokes. So.
Yeah. You remember because we sang LL Cool J last year. That's right.
That's it, everybody. Week 12.
Bye, y'all.
We out.